Thursday Night Football, and we've got the Philadelphia-Houston undercard. It's not the Phillies and Astros, it's the Eagles and Texans squaring off down in Texas. Philly comes into this game flying high. They're 7-0 and have very much taken on the look of an NFL elite. Jalen Hurts in his third year has a passer rating over 105, one of the NFL's most diverse groups of weapons around him in A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert, and one of the league's most productive backs in Miles Sanders behind him. The Eagles also have real strength along the lines of scrimmage and a much improved secondary with Darius Slay and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson holding it down on the back end. So this looks like a mismatch. It feels like a mismatch. It probably is a mismatch, but it's important for Houston as well. These Thursday nighters have become referendums on teams like the Texans, so there will be a lot of eyes on that program in Nick Caserio's second year and Lovie Smith's first year. And an important point here, every game from here on out after this one for the Texans is a noon Central kick.
Hey everybody, it's Fabs here, and the big storyline in Thursday night's Houston-Philadelphia game is, well, this is going to probably end up being a blowout, but I love the matchup for Miles Sanders. He ranks 19th in fantasy points among running backs right now on a per-game basis, and he's got a great matchup against the Houston Texans. They've allowed nearly 34 fantasy points per game to running backs. That's the most in the National Football League. And their defense just gave up over 200 rushing yards to Derrick Henry. They've also allowed over 27 fantasy points to 5 different running backs, including 4 who've gone over 30 points. So if Miles Sanders is on your fantasy football team, make sure you start him.
Jennifer Piacenti here with SI Betting. Let's keep it rolling and take a Miles Sanders rushing yards prop. We're taking the over of 76.5 at SI Sportsbook. The Texans are allowing an average of 159 rushing yards to opposing running backs this year. That is double this number. Meanwhile, Miles Sanders, well, he leads this backfield, playing 60% of the snaps and averaging 80 yards per game. Oh, and game script? Well, that checks out too. SI Sportsbook has the Eagles favored by 13.5. There's plenty of opportunity for the Eagles to run out the clock. Let's crush it.